I made a video about this whole thing with Mystique and Destiny getting married a little while back. But I saw the image come up again online, and it just pissed me off enough that I really needed to just ask this question as to why it is Marvel thinks it's okay to try and romanticize the wedding of two of the most evil women in Marvel. Why would you do that? Because why? Apparently, once they go gay, you're supposed to just love them for everything and forget every heinous thing that they've ever done. They're not good people. But for some reason, everybody has shown up to celebrate their wedding. I mean, against Carol Danvers there. Why in God's name would Carol Danvers be there to celebrate the wedding of the two women who literally ruined her life? Why? I would anybody on this side would no, you're trying this out for this Marvel voices, pride nonsense, and everybody's supposed to love this crap. It doesn't work. I mean, even if you just look at some of the things Mystique has done alone. I mean, like Mystique's first appearance, she beat Carol Danvers' boyfriend to death with her bare hands. Yeah, that sounds like a really, really put together, well-rounded individual. That's the kind of nonsense that she did. She and Destiny groomed Rogue, and they found ways to just manipulate her powers and make her whole situation worse. They were the ones behind getting Rogue to attack Carol in the first place, and the damage that it did, it destroyed their life, because Rogue was never the same after that. Carol was never the same after that. It was literally messed up, and the two of them were the ones behind it. They manipulated Rogue into doing this. They spent years manipulating Rogue. Years making her do horrible things. Both of them. That's what they were doing. If you want to talk about children and all that stuff, I mean, yes, Mystique is Rogue's, Rogue's adopted one, all that thing. But talk about her own children. You understand me? Mystique actually threw her biological son, Nightcrawler, when he was a baby. She threw him over a waterfall because it was just inconvenient and she didn't want the child around. That was it. She didn't want the child around because why? He couldn't pass for human the way that it is he looked as a baby. So she decided to throw him over a waterfall and literally had no remorse about doing it. And this is the actual thing that she did on that whole retcon crap where they tried to make it seem like, Mystique turned into a man and then gave it to a lesbian lover good, and then they gave birth to Nightcrawler, which is absolute shit. But I'm just saying, this is the actual thing in regards to Mystique and what she did. That's what she did. And then let's not forget her other son, Graydon Creed, who was born without mutant powers, so she just abandoned him. You understand me? Abandoned him to be abused by his father, Sabretooth, who he literally grew up to have such a hatred of mutants. He went on to literally found the brotherhood, the friends of humanity. I want to do so many horrific and horrifying things. That's what he did. Yeah, because God forbid she had a problem with it. No. So her biological baby, she threw over a waterfall because she couldn't be bothered to keep him. You understand me? Her other biological son had no mutant powers, so she abandoned him to be abused and terrorized by his bastard father, Sabretooth, for God alone knows how long, which made him so hateful and resentful of mutants. He went on to literally found the friends of humanity. That's what this woman did. You understand me? That's what she did. And it didn't even stop there. She even made Rogue fight the Avengers. You understand me? And let's not forget the fact Mystique tried to kill Charles Xavier more than once to get Rogue back so she could literally manipulate and control her again. Not to mention the fact that Destiny and Mystique both hate Gambit. They always dislike Gambit. They always dislike Gambit for the simple fact that, Gambit makes Rogue a better person, and they don't like that. They don't like that at all. They want somebody who Rogue will go with who they could manipulate into manipulating Rogue. That's what it is. So they don't like Gambit because of the simple fact he makes Rogue a good person. I actually remember an X-Men. I actually remember this X-Men comic that I read some years ago, where Mystique actually openly told Gambit he is not good enough for Rogue. He should leave. She's never liked him, and what all he's doing is that dragging her down from reaching her full potential. That's what she actually told him. That's what she actually told him. That she actually went on to find some other guy who could use his powers to negate mutant ability, so he could touch Rogue. Also, she could manipulate Rogue into falling back under her control. But no, for some reason, we're all supposed to celebrate these two getting together as the greatest thing since sliced bread, and just forget all the disturbing, heinous, criminal actions that these two have committed over the years. Because yeah, once they go gay, you must forget everything about it. Everything. I actually heard someone say that, this whole thing with Mystique and Destiny is Marvel wanting to make their own version of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Well, let me be straight up factual with you here. What they did with Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy ruined those characters. I'm not even going to pretend it ruined those characters. When they were friends, but it ruined them. I mean, when they were actually interested, they were interested. There was even a time when Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and Poison Ivy were the Gotham City Sirens. I read one of the books at the time. It wasn't fantastic, but it was interesting. They had none of this stuff. I mean, they were basically criminals, but they were criminals. They were friends, and they were doing what they were doing, and it was fine. But then the minute it is you see that they decided that Harley Quinn needed to be some kind of hero, even though that will never work. She's murdered children. She's never going to be a hero, ever. And then they say they hooked up her and Poison Ivy, because why? The people who were shipping them online for years actually started to work at DC, and then they decided to make that a reality. And it has ruined the characters. When is the last time anybody read anything from either Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy, and you could tell me with a straight face it's not crap? It's absolute and utter crap. They have nothing about them anymore. I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, Harley Quinn was never a very overly popular character. She wasn't. Her books would sell, so it doesn't matter, but she wasn't overly popular. The reason most people think that she was popular is because people would dress like her for Comic-Con and things. But she wasn't overly popular. But no, they decided to hook those two up, and it never worked. And you cannot, and when they tried to hook them up, they decided for some strange reason to make Harley Quinn into some kind of anti-hero. She's murdered children. That's not happening. They decided to make Poison Ivy into some kind of hero as well. She had literally tried to kill every person on the earth because why? She loves plants. How was that anything a hero would do? And she still would do it given the chance. It doesn't work. It's the same thing that comes to these two, Mystique and Destiny. You cannot ignore the things that these two wicked, deceitful women have done. But for some reason, we're all supposed to celebrate them and their big gay wedding and say, oh, that's so fantastic. No, these are two of the most evil women Marvel has. And just because you suddenly want to make them gay and parade them around for Pride Month does not negate anything that they have done. This is a stupid idea. It's a horrible book. Probably not even going to sell. But the fact of the matter is you are trying to get people to celebrate these two vicious criminals because you want to push an agenda. Good Lord, people. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.